All right, everybody, I wanted to do a quick update here because everyone is asking me, is the safe company going to honor the warranty on my door? Now, if you don't know, I bought this safe door from Lowe's, but I bought it from a company named SnapSafe. Now, I do believe they make a lot of the things like the racks and stuff I use also, so I was more than happy to buy from them. I know the company and I know their products, but like I said, this one crapped out. It got broken. The little connecting rod inside that connected the handle to the mechanism broke free. Now, a lot of people think it was this piece because I showed them this piece. This is the piece the handle goes onto, and it locks into a bar up above, and it moves that bar left and right. This is not the piece that broke. It's the piece that connects that bar to the locking mechanism inside. If I go over here and I apologize if this is weird the way it's moving around, but I'm using my little handheld gimbal for the first time and it just keeps jumping all over the place. I don't know what it's doing. But there's a bar right here that moves side to side, and this piece locked into that, or hooked into it, and that bar also connected to the locking mechanism, the bolt mechanism. And when it was unlocked, that would allow you to open the bolts. Well, that broke free. It wasn't connected to anything, so it didn't matter how much you turned it, it didn't move the bolts. So we had to break into it by cutting this little hole right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. If I kneel down, it'll probably come down to it. Right there, cut that out. We had to reach inside. It's all covered in the videos I did. If you want to go watch the videos over the last few days, it'll show you what we had to do to get into it, how quickly we got into it, how easily we got into it, and what was wrong with it. But today I called them, and I did record a phone call just in case it went bad. But it actually went really well. I spoke to Gary again, who was the guy I spoke to the first time, when he said, well, you're not registered for the warranty, go online, register, get into the safe, and then call us back. Well, I did all that. I expected to call in today and get a lot of crap, but nope, it was, all right, what model was it? I'll write the ticket right now. We'll get it sent out to you. And I even asked him, well, how long will it be till this gets sent out? And he said, well, it's in stock, so it should go out within a few days. They should be calling you to set up a delivery time. So I'll get back to you on that later. But he did then call me back. I went into the house. I got a phone call back to call him back, or I got a message to call him back, because I don't answer my phones. Who answers their phones anymore? So he said, call me back. So I called him back and he said, hey, all they really need, what I forgot to get from you, is a picture that you broke into your door, what you had to do to it to get in. And I was like, well, I detailed it in video, but I can get you a picture also. Because he asked me, did you detail what you did? And I was like, yeah, I've got a video of me doing it, and I can take a picture of it. So I took a picture, sent it to him, and at first I was like, well, why did he do that? But then it makes sense, because if I just said, oh, my door's broken, and they just sent me a new door, I could just gotten a free door. They kind of want to know that the old one was broken, and if you actually had to cut into it, that's evidence that it was broken, because this is unusable now, so they're going to replace it. And like I said, they said it'll be coming in a few days. So hopefully that's the case. I will let you all know if anything goes wrong. Y'all can see my little Aries Graphics did this for me up here. But I got one outside that says the Yankee Marshall. It's got the Yankee Marshall logo on it. But like I said, some people now are worried though, like, well, what about your guns? Your guns are all unprotected now until, you get this safe replaced. Well, that's true to an extent. But there is a security door right here that's locking. It's an automatic locking security door. You have to have a code to get into, and it's even got bars on the windows, so you can't just break the glass. And there's also locking doors to get into the gym. You basically are going to have to get on our property, which means getting past my motion detectors, my security cameras, my automatic lights, my dogs, the attack deer that are always hanging out in the parking lot out here. There's deer in our driveway all the time, just like constantly. Well, they're actually to the side of our driveway and in our center area out here. And I believe we also have an attack possum living in the carport over here. But like I said, we've got to get past all that stuff, past my dogs, past these 2 locking doors, security cameras in that room, this room, and that room, motion detected. So alarms. So I'm not really worried that someone's going to break into my vault, because like I said, getting to the vault would actually be harder than breaking into this vault. So I'm not too worried about that. So I don't know why you all would worry, but some people were worried. But just let you know, well protected still up here. I live in the middle of nowhere practically. I have neighbors. You know, we're only on like 6-acre lots. So I have some neighbors. There's like 4 of us. But you know, nobody comes up here, doesn't live here. If you do come up here, you're going to have a hard time finding us anyway, because we're at the end of the main road, and then you got to go down a dirt road and blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of a pain to get out here to begin with, and then you're going to be seen if you do. So I don't think anyone's going to successfully break into my safe anytime soon, but some people were concerned, so I'm letting them know. But like I said, as far as the process goes, Hornady owns these people, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. When I called for the warranty, I actually spoke to people at Hornady. Gary works for Hornady. That's the guy I spoke to. So Hornady right now is standing behind it. They're sending me a new one. It was easy peasy. It was no problem. The biggest problem was getting into the safe. And as you saw in that video, that wasn't that hard either. So there you go. Hopefully this is the final update. I'll let you all know when I'm installing the new door. But until then, hopefully I won't have anything else to talk about unless something goes wrong. So fingers crossed that this is my last video, except for the installation, on this subject.